get started. I will introduce you to a meditation technique that's been popular in Thailand called Rhythmic dynamic meditation. It's an ancient technique that's been revived by Venerable Luang Por Tien, the late Venerable Luang Por Tien. It's about close to 70 to 80 years ago, and now it's very popular in Thailand. It's called Rhythmic dynamic meditation. It's through your body movement. The goal is to awaken your awareness up, aware of your body, and awaken your body, aware of your mind, awaken your mind. So the movement is to awaken your body up. To awaken your mindfulness and self-awareness. We heard of mindfulness all the time, but in fact there's two components there. Mindfulness is like self-remembrance, okay, self-recollection, like you remember to come here this morning, you woke up early and do everything, you do sure, and you came here on time, 9 o'clock. And then that's why you're here, that's mindfulness, not into the future. But self-awareness is immediate fresh feeling. Like you can try, circle your finger. Just one side, don't do both. Just one, then you, one hand only, one hand only. Open and close your fist. Touch the tip of, slide your finger together. That's very sharp, very pointed. And no thoughts in there. If you have thought, I mean you're not doing self-awareness. That's self-awareness. And then we do this hand movement, put your palms on your thigh, okay, tilt your right palm up, be aware, bring it up, you're aware, down to your tummy, you're aware, left palm same way, bring it down, you're aware, slide your right palm up, aware, bring it out, you're aware, down to your thigh, aware, left palm same way, bring it out, bring it down, okay. That's one cycle. Keep on doing that with your eye open. It has no meaning, okay? But it's a way to fool your mind. You're being fooled by your mind all the time. Now you fool your mind to be at your body. The movement, become aware of your body, it awakens your body. Same awareness, you become aware of your mind, it awakens your mind. So objectively, you're mindful at your hand movement. But subjectively, you have self-awareness, aware of the movement. So you simply embed your mindfulness at the hand movement, you gain self-awareness in return automatically. Why so? Like I said, mindfulness is like retrieve a phenomenon. It sees a phenomenon, but self-awareness investigate phenomenon. You used to play musical chair, right? Everyone played that, musical chair. Only one person can sit in that chair, or the king sit on the throne, same thing. You can't have two kings sit on the same throne, okay? So mindfulness is retrieve you or the king to be on the chair or the throne. But self-awareness is the wisdom. The king would rule the city with his wisdom, with self-awareness. So the enemy dare not attack the fort. There's a king in town. He's not, they're hunting somewhere, or girl hunting somewhere. He's at home. So that's what mindfulness and self-awareness. So mindfulness is very swift, but it's not very smart. Self-awareness, very smart. You go to TSA, you travel all the time, right? TSA, what they say, you go to A, B, or C. What flight you taking? Oh, the American airline, you go to gate C, right? At the St. Louis airport. That's mindfulness. It flocked you there. Like retrieve you there. And then self-awareness is like a TSA agent. They put you through scan, X-ray you, your belonging, they scan everything, monitor you, everything. Are you a good person or a bad person? You have any weapon hidden in you? So they know, they have wisdom. They're not very swift. They're slow, but they're very smart. Okay? So, hey, you have something in your backpack. We need to investigate. So they know that. So if you miss this, it's okay. Just restart, okay. It has no meaning, like I said. It's a way to fool your mind, to be at your body. So keep on doing that while I'm talking, okay? So why we do that? Because we come to see the true nature of things. That things are impermanent, unstable, imperfect, unbearable, and not self or non-self, or selfless in nature, uncontrollable. Called the three universal markers system. You heard that so many times. The abbot was talking about so many times on that impermanence, imperfection, selfless, or not self. Especially the last one, anatta, or not self, or non-self. It governs the other two of impermanence and imperfection. It governs everything in the universe, including our body and mind. Except Nirvana. Nirvana is not in the system. It's not in the universe system. How come? It's the background of the universe that allows the universe to keep expanding. That's what they say. When your mind is clear, purified, the purified mind with the clear mind will merge with the background of the universe, become one called Nirvana. So Nirvana is right in front of us as well, because it's the background of the universe that allows this universe to be there. But we don't see it because we're full of ego. So that's why we don't see it until you strip of your own ego, okay? Become selfless and not self in nature. That's why you need, the Buddha prescribed these four foundations of mindfulness to self-observe your body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. The four aspects of life that we all dwell in. To get rid of desirable and undesirable nature that arise with your body, feeling, mind, mental phenomena. To do what? You get rid of it. So that way there's no driving force to try to please your phantom ego, which is not truly existing there. It's there because of your mind, your thoughts, that build this self-concept, the ego in there. That's why we suffer our own thoughts. And we don't, your mind is not quick enough to catch this thought. That's why you need practice. The Buddha said mind is luminous, but tainted with transitory mental impurities. Transitory. That means it's mental impurity, you understand what it is. Greed, hatred, delusion. They sneak in with your thoughts. Transitory, that means not the true nature of the mind. But you invite it in, and it home in, never leave you, unfortunately. So you can get to luminous mind by practice like this. You need training, because you can see impermanence, imperfection through studying, experiencing, but to understand not self or non-self, you need wisdom through insight meditation. That's the meaning of insight meditation, is to see the true nature of things as really are. That things are impermanent, imperfect, and selfless or not self in nature. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. It governs both living and non-living thing. Living thing, we call it dukkha, or suffering too. It's the Four Noble Truths. It applies only to things that have mind or consciousness. Suffering is your body and mind. It's the physical, first arrow is a physical form, a physical phenomenon of aging, sickness, and death. But the mental aspect, the second arrow, is called mental suffering, cetasika dukkha. It's caused by your own mental activities. So ordinary people hit by the two arrows. So is the enlightened one, but they miss the second arrow because they see their thoughts. They catch their thought as it arises. And we suffer our own thought that way. because of our own biased thoughts, sneaky thoughts, embedded with greed-headed delusion, or piggyback with your thoughts. So this way, when you start practicing, you might getting swifter with mindfulness and self-awareness, and see the true nature of such thoughts that came by and passed by. You just observe it like a passing by car at the intersection. You don't jump into this car and that car. When you go to the airport, you don't hop on this plane and that plane. You just watch there, the plane take off and has one thoughts and so on, of another plane landing, another thoughts and so on. Just see it as it is and catch a thought as it arises and so on. That way you will be free from your thought, but has been proven by functional MRI scan 6,200 times a day that your mind has been busy doing that. That's why we waste our energy 95 times of the day into your thoughts, sneaky thoughts. That's why we're absent-minded, unaware. But this technique will bring back to awareness, awaken your mind, awaken your body to awareness. Aware of your body, awaken your body. Aware of your mind, awaken your mind. Same awareness. So practice like this. Again, this has no meaning, but you can apply this in your daily life because we move all day long. So that way, just a subtle movement, you become aware of yourself that way. You awake yourself that way, and then start to catch your thought as it arises. So free yourself from suffering that way. Okay, I think we have to be back at the main hallway. Thank you for your attention.